that's not what I'm in it for. But also, I'm not to say in the future that I might not, right? Because if you're still not able to communicate a story that connects, then none of that matters. The best use case scenario is, how can it help you do something that you have a pinch point on? And, I actually want to know your thoughts, both of your thoughts on that.
It's interesting because if everybody starts using AI, which they will, I worry about a world where AI is kind of giving everybody the same advice, or if they go to script, everything's going to kind of sound similar.
Oh, it already is.
Yeah.
I use AI so much to help me in my pre-production process that I know when somebody hasn't added the human touch or their personal element. I see it everywhere. I know immediately.
I think at the end of the day, what's going to make you stand out is what makes you unique, and those are the actual lived experiences that you've gone through. As humans, we're very similar in a lot of ways, but we experience life completely different in a lot of ways. Your upbringing is completely different from mine and completely different from Braden. And so I think leaning on that, I think we're very similar in a lot of ways. So what makes you unique, being vulnerable and sharing that, people will, your audience is gonna find that, and you'll be more relatable. And I think that's what's gonna allow you to stand out and not just have content that maybe gets a lot of views, but that's what's going to lead to you getting DMs and comments and people actually supporting you and being a true follower and a supporter, because they're I love Adrian, I love the way he creates content, but I also really resonate with the story that he's telling, which is exactly what you were saying.
Agreed. You still need to add the human element.
Yeah.
You can use AI to supercharge your productivity and your organization, but if there's no true backbone, or there's no true story, right? If this is built on, I just want to maximize, if you just want to maximize views and followers, there's no real value. There's no longevity.
I think you're right. I think it's just a co-pilot. I still think
Copilot's great, by the way.
I think that is what it is, though, right? It's you're still writing the script yourself. You might get 10 ideas from it and be like, damn, I wasn't even thinking about that. That's something that I could maybe explore more of. But imagine if the pod was perfect, if we never made mistakes, if we didn't trip up over our words sometimes, if we didn't laugh.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like if you just throw the prompt in and get it out, that's what I feel like that stuff is. And like you're saying, you can really tell LinkedIn sucks right now. The platform is fucking AI central. You pop on, it's today in my sales job, I learned this, and it's you can just tell when it's not wrote by a human. It sounds very off-putting,
I agree.
I think it's one of them for sure. I think that's definitely a huge part of the workflow. If we didn't have it, it feels like the Stone Ages when you're we're just doing firewood and the
chiseling away.
Yeah,
let me write my script in a rock. Today,
exactly.
we're going to talk about
exactly. The tools have changed. We were talking about that before we started. The cameras and shit, dude. You can tell a great story on a phone, on an old Nokia flip phone. I'm confident that I'd watch it. If you told your AP story, we would watch it.
I agree. There's some people who still are reluctant to shoot digital, and there's still a place for that. We as humans don't care what the medium is. We care if it connects to us, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, whatever it may be.
Okay, so there's one. So AI is one of them. If you had to rattle off a few more, what do you think they would be?
Stop looking at your limitations as to why you may not get to where you want to be. This is just for creative, right? This is not sports, right? You can't look at the reason why you're running slow is the reason why you're not going to make it onto the main squad, right?
Dude, I'm running a 6'0" 40. I'm going D1 though.
You just because the creative space is so subjective. There's so many different.
What y'all doing? What it is, gang? What it is?
Whoever made that setting, or whoever made that saying, there's multiple ways to skin a cat.
What it is, gang? How y'all doing? What it is?
Cat.
Yeah.
No, I haven't done that.
Yeah.
just want to go on record and say I've never
How
done
school
that.
was this week?
There's
What I'm eating on? Man, I'm in a big bag right now. I'm eating on that Wendy's. You know what the fuck going on?
so it's just exposed.
I'm eating on that Wendy's. Wendy's got his new sauce. That's the busting.
Oh my god.
I'm eating fries right now.
That's safe,
About to hop
right?
into a nice
It's
little
like,
edit
There's so many different ways to get there, and people
and shit.
tend to think it's my camera, or I don't know how to use the tools, or I don't have the same color grading.
How was school this week?
You know, I don't know how to use my lenses properly. It really doesn't. So, being self-aware enough to understand that your limitations aren't the reason why.
Bro, I ran to Wendy's.
communicate your
I
story.
woke up,
And
ran to
the
Wendy's.
number one thing,
No, I woke
if you
up,
have a
did a few edits for some clients, ran to Wendy's, got food, and I'm back in this chair.
improvement gap, focus on that. But everything else, your limitations. As
Right back to editing for these clients.
How to share your story.
My clients been on my
in the
ass,
digital
bro.
world and the social media age.
My clients have been on my ass, bro. On my
Before,
bumper, bro.
What we see now is
Like
you're
crazy.
an amazing creator. You can write, you can film something, whatever. What were the limitations though in the beginning that you might have had a barrier up for yourself that you broke through? Is there anything that you'd be willing to share today that you're like, man, I thought it, like my script writing wasn't there yet, but I really just needed to practice more. Like, what's something that you could tell our community?
Absolutely. I had spent 13 years behind the camera, and that's because I think I was born with the looks of needing to be on radio and not in front of the screen. Okay? I have to be honest. Everybody that I was filming was so conventionally beautiful, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm behind here and I'm gonna make this person look good because they already look good in front of the lights. I never thought that I needed to be in front of the camera. So when I started seeing myself on camera and just slim errands is great. Anyways,
Got that bacon
so
on
I
that
started
bib?
putting myself
With
in
that
front of
bacon
the
on that
camera.
back?
I
Bacon
was
on that back.
self-conscious, for sure. I had to put that aside, and because I felt a little self-conscious, the way
Fire.
I would speak on
Thank
camera versus the
you.
way I would speak in
Thank
person,
you.
completely
Thank you. I appreciate
I
that.
could pull up a video right now, and this is the video that changed my life. But if you
I
were to listen to
appreciate
how I
that. Them did
talk,
come out tough in my
not
life.
my voice necessarily, but the cadence of which I'm speaking. If somebody were to hand me that video and I close my eyes and I listen to it, I'd be like, ugh, why are you so stiff? And that was one of my
Let me
limitations.
see something.
And I didn't let it stop me from continuing to keep posting, to keep making, to continue to aspire to grow. And if I told myself I wasn't ready to put myself out there, I wouldn't be here today. So let me play this video and you can just listen to how bad the delivery was.
I'm posting on TikTok 365 days straight this year. Every day, at least once a day. For all of 2023.
I'm posting a video every day, once a day.
Brian still went with the beat though.
For sure.
Beat was tough. You
For
went with
sure.
that beat.
But like,
I get what you're saying.
I-
Them pickles be hitting.
Yeah.
I'm posting a video every day, once a day, 365 days straight this year. Why? Who am I? I'm this. And just because I didn't have that, I didn't let that limitation stop me from still putting it out.
Busting down that. Bit back, bit back, bit
I
back.
just want to note this because I
Bit back,
specifically
bit back,
remember
bit back, bit back,
finding
bit
you
back,
off that video and
bit back,
coming across it,
bit back,
and
bit back.
you feeling
He need a
maybe
Tic Tac.
insecure or a certain type of way now about your delivery.
Y'all,
I watched.
I
that
got so many
video
damn clients,
and
bro.
I didn't think any of
I want to make
that.
a video.
And I think that oftentimes
Like,
we have
people don't talk about it
these
because
insecurities that
people don't try to sound
we're
ungrateful.
so wrapped up in,
But I'm real raw
and we
unfiltered.
focus on so
I'm
much
not
because
ungrateful.
it's us that we think that
I'm
people are
exhausted.
paying just
Like, my
as
body
much of
hurts. You know what I'm
attention as
saying?
this little insecurity that
I've
we
had
have,
like
when
16
it's
hours.
really
Like,
not
people don't
the
understand
case.
is that
It's
like
so funny that you bring
working
that
for
up.
yourself
I
is
think
still
you did
work.
that video.
I've had
And
like
I was
12 to 16 hour
I
days
watched
these
that, I was
past
like, this
7
guy
days,
fucking
bro.
talking to camera.
Like,
That's a great
niggas
point.
don't
But
understand.
when you hear
Like,
how
my
I talk
ankles are
now,
busting, bro.
Even when we did the pod the first time,
How bad do you want it?
stiff like that, you know?
Mhm.
It's just
How
put the
bad do
camera
you
on
want
me,
it, bro?
Somebody who's meant to be behind the camera, I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? I'm filming 300.
When I finish this burger, I'm gonna start editing.
I'm like struggling to even feel confident in saying it, but because I was confident in all the other things, whether it was my color grading, my shot selection,
Crazy,
whatever
bro.
it may be, like I led with those strengths rather than have my weaknesses stop me from chasing after whatever I wanted to do. And I think as a creative, you need to be okay with that. So many people let their edits or their footage, whatever it may be, their finished products sit on their computer or their phones because it's not
This new Instagram.
or they put it up there and it doesn't do as well, and then they take it down because they want to hide it from embarrassment. Well, guess what, bro?
Update is insane. You literally just upload a picture to your Instagram story or whatever. You're gonna click this little paintbrush icon in the top right corner, and after you click the paintbrush icon in the top right corner, you can literally do whatever you want. So if you guys see like how I showed you guys like before I made that AI video about how, you know, AI might replace photographers and stuff like that, they literally have the ghost face trend. You literally just click the ghost face and it will literally make the ghost face right here on Instagram stories. This is crazy. I can keep making different versions of it. If I feel like I don't like that one, I can hit the little refresh button and it'll refresh it to a whole nother vibe again. I can do it again and keep refreshing it until I find one that I actually like. Literally, so I feel like this one is not bad. This one's pretty tough. So I could save this one, but I'm gonna just go ahead and undo so I can keep showing you guys more stuff. So you can go right here to where it says add, right? And I can type in the word, let's say cowboy hat. And I can add on different things and kind of build off of it essentially. So I'm gonna put cowboy hat. This is all through your Instagram stories. Cowboy hat, oh my gosh, I don't like that one. Let me go ahead and refresh it again. It's gonna give me another cowboy hat. Maybe the same or maybe a bigger size or whatever. It's gonna give me another version of that cowboy hat. Boom. I like this version of the cowboy hat, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add something else. What else do I wanna do? I'm gonna put add, I'm gonna put horse in background. Horse in background. It's gonna put a horse in the background. Guys, this thing is insane. You can use it for I'm gonna refresh it again. You can use this for so many different stuff like promotional use and stuff like that. Let's say, for example, you wanna upload something to your story really quickly, but you just wanna remove something quickly. You don't wanna, do it in your, your Photos app. You can do it right here with Meta AI, and I think that it's using, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's using Google Gemini to create these images, which is actually pretty insane. I can keep refreshing it again, and it'll keep giving me different versions every single time. So for your business, you can use this to create, promotional things. You can even use this to, edit some images on your story, and it will make it a lot more seamless for you when it comes time to, post to upload. There's not going to be as much friction. When it's time to, let's say, when we just real quick, take a little picture, you can go ahead and edit it right now into your stories and then put it up to get that post out. All right, so it makes it a lot more seamless of a process. You don't have to do, too much post editing or, processing when it comes to really trying to make it look professional for your viewers, for your followers. You can create a Reels, say for example you want to make a Reels cover, you can put it into here, make a Reels cover, download that, and then now put it as the cover of your Reels. This is insane. This just changed the game, and constantly I'm trying to make these videos to continue to educate you guys and not scare you guys. But a lot of you guys are afraid of AI in terms of social media, in terms of stealing our jobs or things of that nature. But I really feel like if you are one of the early adopters and you learn how to use it, you learn how to navigate it, it physically can't take your job because you know how to work it. So if you're someone who's oblivious to the fact of this thing coming, it's nothing that you can do about it, you guys. Like, it's constantly teaching itself to get better and teaching itself to get better and better and better. This is like an AI epidemic. All right, so we have to, as creatives, photographers, videographers, content creators, whoever you are alike, right? Anybody that's in front of that camera or behind it, we have to find out how to use this and optimize it to our liking, you know what I'm saying? So that way, we can get the skills needed to use it for our clientele, to use it for ourselves, and overall scale our businesses, but still not allow ourselves to get replaced by it because we know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, it's a lot easier to get replaced with something that you don't know how to use because you don't know the competition. So like if you're playing football or playing a sport, what do? You watch film, right? You analyze the competition so that way you can see what it is you're up against. You have to analyze and learn the competition so you can see what you're up against and find out how you can use it to elevate your business. Because if you really think about it, the normal person still does not know how to use AI. They know of it, but if you're creative and you attach your mind, your creative mind to the idea of AI, imagine what you can do. the possibilities for you are physically endless. Like, you have no cap to what you can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more stuff. Let's say, for example, I want to add, what do I want to add? Grass on floor. I don't know. I'm just literally just making up stuff. Grass on floor. See how good it does. Like, I can do some crazy stuff with this. Grass on the floor. I don't like that version. I can go ahead and make another version. And some of them, like, it's a early addition to the app, being that it is done through Instagram's processing using Meta AI. So a lot of the pixels aren't going to be as good. You have to keep kind of re-rendering it until you get one that looks good. And the fact that this is not paid is actually pretty insane. Like, I think that's like the part that's like kind of like whoa, because it's not paid. Like, you don't have to pay for this software. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's actually crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish out like this one right here. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna go upscale, and let's see what it does. Let's see if it knows what I'm talking about. I said upscale image quality, and it tried, and I'm gonna do it one more time. This is actually crazy, you guys. This is actually a little bit scary. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But yeah, I'm gonna keep updating you guys on all the different types of AI stuff that you can do here using Instagram. You guys, like, it's right inside of the Instagram app. Like, it's crazy. If you guys want to learn more about this, get more in-depth AI tutorials, but also tutorials on growing your social media as a photographer, videographer, or a content creator alike, make sure to drop down in the description below and hit that Patreon link and go over there and meet me over there. There's a free tier. You guys, you don't gotta drop it.
You don't gotta shout out, you don't gotta shout out, cheese. What's up, y'all? I'm locked in, man. I'm locked in, man. I'm locked in. We locked in. Let's lock in, man. Locked in, man. Let's lock in, man. I'm locked in. Let's lock in. I'm locked in, man. I got to shoot today. Not a shoot, multiple shoots. Oh. I got to let this food digest a little bit or something, because that bit feel crazy. Like, it's pushing on my stomach. I feel like I ate that bit too quick. I might have to let one go. I might have to let one off on the ass. All right, we're about to hop into this edit, edit, ed. All right, I gotta go and let me see. I gotta select some more images right now because my client, she did a last minute photo selection type of thing. So yeah, what did she do? Hold on. She has some photos on there that I don't even know. Basically, I got my 3 situated in the favorite section, but these 2 pictures specifically where I wanted to use as close-ups. Okay, 6909. All right, let me finish selecting these images so she can get this. All right. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, my stomach is going crazy right now, brother. My stomach busting right now, brother. All right, let me see. Long form. Let me see. 6909. 6909. All right. 7012. Um, 7012. What else? 6952. $70.97. $70.97. 69, 52, 53. Cause these are like the extra ones she chose. 79. There we go. There we go. Casper, bro, you need to stop. Hold on, wait, they've been not working. Let me see. I think I'm about to do this one. I gotta, bro. My stomach like acting up right now. Oh, I ate too fast, bro. All right, let's hop into it, gang. Let's hop into it. I ate that food a little too quick. Yeah, I need to text my client too. To check in for our shoot today as well. Casper's gonna keep meowing. He's gonna keep pissing me off. Casper's gonna keep meowing. He's gonna keep pissing me off. Why is he? Oh my goodness, he's been like meowing lately. All right. Oh man, Brian, gonna lie, my diaphragm is going crazy, brother.
What if your page blew up, a handful of weeks or months or even?
All right, what it do, familiar? Let's hop into it, man. We doing like a nice little smooth little VFX shoot, edit today type of thing in that nature. So it's Harley Quinn, as you can tell.
I also think perfect is and people won't resonate with perfect. Like if you think about all the
I see this one definitely. I want the handle of the bat to be in there more.
What about them do you like? It's not.
I mean, handle of the bat being outside that bad, but I feel like I probably could make it or something. I don't know.
They're the perfect version of whatever. It's because you probably relate to them in some way. You
probably
see
this one.
In them, and it's because
yeah, probably start with this one.
And not
I'm gonna do
pretend like they're this fucking perfect cookie cutter.
That's her arm. All right, Shift A.
None of us are like that, and so I don't think people.
There you go. Separate subject and background.
So I think it's
could be separating them.
That video because thinking about myself watching,
shadows
I
up.
specifically remember watching that video, and I didn't think of anything. As far as insecurities. So, but I like that tip of like, don't let.
I'm gonna go up on the sharpness and texture a bit, so it could be easier to
In the era of AI, go back. Your one video
later,
that I
yeah.
loved so much was when you went to your mom's house and you showed like all the things.
There we go.
about
Yeah,
how
this is
to
cute.
do that. Nah, bro, you were talking about all the things about a Filipino household. You're like, oh, we have
Background.
these specific plates. Have been here since I was 10. Or like, my mom doesn't throw these things away. Like, we keep all these things. What was the
Shadows,
Things
background.
in my Filipino household that
Just
make
makes
sense,
sense? Okay.
kinda. Not really.
That was like one of my favorite videos you've done, and it's just like
Back to the main, 3 dots, choose editing settings to copy,
and I think
mask,
like
copy,
you're saying, if you pop on someone's
and then I
page
could
in 2
paste
years, 3
this.
years, and it all looks perfectly polished and the exact same. I think we're gonna want the real rawness of like of someone's actual life, not some fake bullshit that's like.
What's up,
so
G?
curated.
A taxi.
You know
What's
what
the
I'm saying?
piece
It's
link for the
honestly,
8200?
background of, like,
Piece
how
from the
someone
V.
left, like,
Oh,
why-
that bit,
why are you
bruh.
doing this? Why do
That
you
bit's sold out. I'm gonna send it to you though, but that bit is sold out, bruh.
That's what I think is super interesting.
Back in 2022,
The video went viral and that bit got sold out. It might, I don't know if it's still sold out, but the video had went viral and that bit was sold out. Let me see it. Oh, it back in stock. It literally says back in stock. You definitely could get that bit. It says back in stock. Yeah, I just need a link. It says back in stock.
I wasn't out here trying to be perfect.
Yeah, it's back in stock. I just need a link. That bit was sold out last time we looked because people was trying to get it. That bit was sold out. But that's the link right there.
And my manager now, I'm sick of this shit. This sucks. I used to look at social media and feel inspired. I used to look at it for inspiration. Now it's just like,
Come on, V.
everything was the same and given to me in a way where like it just wasn't.
I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna edit this in Photoshop. I'm gonna go take it right into there. Because this one that I have an edit idea that I want to do for it. So I have like some background ideas. So like, I kind of want to do one of these backgrounds. I don't know which one though. Cause like, okay, she's Harley Quinn, yeah. So I think like in a city or something like that would be tough. Thanks, my G. I wondered because I've been looking for it again. Yeah, it was sold out.
Not everything has to be.
But I think this could be a tough background.
Not everything like. How do you stick out?
This could be a really tough background too, though.
The super widescreen shit.
So I don't know, like, cause I'm thinking like this could be a tough background. I might use that one. All right, I'm gonna go Command JJ.
It was like a break from.
Drag out.
My top 10 tips to help you.
Go on her face.
Oh, this is a good break. This is a good break from all the.
Go to content where fill. Double click. Let it fill in. Just like so. Bam. Now I'm gonna do like all the body morphing and everything I need to do. Command Shift X before I do any background removal. I'm gonna fix her like wig part first, like how it's supposed to be. Push that up.
And I'd love to hear you talk a little bit more about risks that you've taken in your career when it comes to content and why it actually is risky to play it safe and kind of just go along with the crowd, do what everybody's doing, as opposed to trying to stick out and kind of bringing your unique flavor to social.
Well, it depends here. It depends on what the goal is, right?
I'm about to kick Casper out, bro.
The creator or the person who's stepping in.
Like he's meowing for no reason right now, bro.
Needs to really identify what their goal is. And
yeah, I'm about to close the door.
If your goal is to just blow up, get 100,000 followers, maybe get, I don't know, a couple of people into the doors of your business or a couple of brand deals and, you know, do something for a year or two and be out, then listen to all the viral tips and tricks.
There we go.
But if your goal is to
I'm gonna see, I think I'm gonna use this one.
yourself and find like-minded
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this one.
people
I'm gonna go Command J again,
and
and then I'm gonna go
create
to where it says remove background,
out there
because it's gonna create a mask behind her.
saying is,
I'm gonna go to this bottom layer, drag and drop this in here.
or isn't out there, then create it. If that's your goal, and
Double click.
it's rooted in
That's a vibe. Command
what
T,
your purposes,
zoom out,
your passion.
and go scale this up. If you want to look for like a background that's high enough quality to use, when you go to Google, let me see. I could show y'all real quick. So for example, when you go to Google like this and shit, you want to go right here when you're searching it up. Let's say for example, zoom all to the top. You're gonna search whatever you want to up. You're gonna go right here to where it says tools, and then where it says size, it's gonna say any size at first. You're gonna say tools. You're gonna say any size. You're gonna change it to large because it's gonna give you really, really large images. So every image that you see, you look at the bottom right corner of it. This right here is, this right here is 2,000 by 1,600. So I already kind of like this one, so I'm probably about to take this one too. LOL. Because I gotta do a Catwoman edit too, so that's kind of tough.
Share your unique
Yeah, see?
story in a way
Just
where
like that.
people are telling you how it's best
So that's how you
to
get
do on
them.
social media. That doesn't
But high
mean
quality
in
and
the
stuff.
long run. Something that I take a lot of
Double
pride in
click.
is being consistent with
Command T.
a content format or an experiment.
This is tough. Or like even
though
like
it's considered a flop, even though
I'm trying to think.
people weren't consuming content.
Because like obviously the perspective is off, because if it's this big, like that's not how it would look behind her. It would more so look like this behind her, perspective wise.
And part of that
Is the only
part of
thing,
that
like
feeds
it would be like
my
this
creative ego, and part of that is just
behind her.
sticking it through. You know, like I
Double
sure
click.
it was risky to spend time, effort, and money into something that
Let's see what it
nobody
does.
wanted yet. But now
Let's see what happens.
seeing the way that people want to consume content a couple of years later, it's like, hey, we tried that, we gave it a shot, and that was risky. It was risky throwing something into the void that people didn't necessarily find that much value in the masses at the time. But hey, if you stick through with something that may be risky, people will enjoy it. You look at all these social media platforms, even like Lyft, Uber, Airbnb, like people weren't ready to consume that way. It's a super risky move for all the investors and the people involved in those projects, but it became a thing, and they found success in it. And obviously those are anomalies because those companies became successful, but the only way to find out is to take that risk. You know, your audience doesn't know what they want yet if they've never seen what they didn't know that they wanted.
Did you feel like once you maybe got 365, or maybe even it was after 200, you maybe noticed a few people were copying the style that you were doing? Did you sit back and say, okay,
Client, hold on.
365, and then I'm going to think about what is the next iteration of AP's content? Like, what were kind of your thoughts internally or with your team, or with, you know, talking with Sam about this, about showing people like, hey, I'm seeing, like, people are copying this shit. And I know that I am the originator of this style or this sort of text or this color look. What was that like?
It was flattering.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
It didn't make you mad at all.
No.
Really? That's awesome.
More, the other people that I knew who were either on my team or my friends were more upset about it than I was. And I think also because it fed my creative ego at the time. You know, I was younger.
Yeah.
I was also in my 30s, but like, I also didn't, you know, I never experienced that. You know, people.
Where you get to see more of the background.
Hate being bit off of, but I don't think I was ever cool enough in school to be bitten off of. So this was like my first time in
For me
life,
to be able
like,
to change.
Oh, you like this stuff? This is cool. This
Slash
is
work
cool
with it.
for me. And you know, when I first started creating, I guess there's a fine line between experimenting and copying and taking inspiration. Quentin Tarantino is the big, bold, either yellow or
It's actually
red,
tough.
You know, just the high contrast.
Oh, it
of
actually
font,
didn't do a bad job.
text on your screen as titles. So I took that inspiration as far back as
See, it could be this one or it could be this one.
2011.
I like
Some
this
of
one
the
because there's no
first
light in
music
between her
videos
legs.
that I've ever
I'll merge
directed,
down.
like, you'll see big,
I'm gonna hold
bold,
command on both of these and then go
yellow
command E to merge them
text
two together.
per.
There we go.
Nice story.
I'm gonna go on this
is a
layer.
Great ornament.
I'm gonna go
It's a
command
great
J,
cast member, huh?
Yeah. She deserves credit.
and I'm gonna go to
Put her in there.
image,
Nothing to say.
Do you have anything to say?
She's
apply
actually
image.
delightful and the conversation's been so good.
and I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
25%.
that's, you know, I was inspired by it. And
Hit OK.
it became somewhat of like
And I go
my
to
personal online brand.
Filter, neural
Even-
filters,
Yeah, even Wes Anderson. Like, there's so many symmetrical shots and
harmonization. Select the layer. Select that background layer.
taken from it. And that is just a culmination of all these things.
And now
that
go
I
to
like.
strength
So when I
50.
see that from people, in order for them to find their voice in their style, is to try all the things that they're inspired by, and see if it works for them.
And that kind of matches for real.
Use that.
I see a little bit more blue, like cayenne down there, so I'm gonna go a little bit more tilted towards the cayenne.
By taking the style
Let that load a little bit.
of me or other creators on the internet.
A little bit of that
and
cayenne
selling
in
it
there.
to people as to why they are this branding or marketing.
That cayenne kind of did it a little bit. I'm gonna go down a little bit.
That's where you cross the line. That's where I'm like,
Now you can play with the saturation and go
you're
down
the
or
same
go up.
system. You know, like, you can't just, I guess.
Before,
there is
after,
an audience,
before,
but
after.
there's people out there who learn some things on social media for a year or two, and then they package it into like $1,000 course and
Current layer.
call it something, you know, position
I'm gonna
themselves
change
as
it
an
to
expert and come
new
up with
layer.
something. That's where I draw the line. But
Hit
as
OK.
people who want to use that format,
Hit crop.
things
Command
that I've
C.
done that inspire them to help tell their story better.
Do crop.
It's cool with
I
me.
feel like I need to cut it at like the
I'm
knees,
flattered by
like
it.
right here.
There's this quote that I saw actually on LinkedIn.
There we go.
Shout out.
Oh yeah.
Double click.
No, I
Shout out to chat.
I can guarantee it was probably a real person. It was a real person who said this. And in this post, it was talking about just original ideas and when ideas become successful. I hope I'm not butchering this. It's like this person asked this person on somebody high up on the Nike design team. It was like, when do you feel like ideas become a success? And that person answered, when the idea escapes just.
Yeah, I mean it's really just functionality and then like how it works. I mean, I would always go with the higher option so that way you just withstand the test of time. Honestly, not too much of a difference. If you're getting it used, then yeah. But if you're trying to buy it brand new, just buy the higher version. Because there's an 8200, there's an 8200 like Pro also, like a Pro Mark II. Like I think it's a Pro 2 or something like that. But
I started necessarily.
yeah, if you're getting it used, it won't matter. You just save that bread and just get that lower one. But if you're getting it new, you might as well just go ahead and buy the higher one so you get stand time and shit.
In like the most remote parts of like Norway, Iceland, New Zealand, like a Reunion Island in Africa, which is like I think like a French colony somewhere in the middle of the ocean, or like Sri Lanka. That's insane. Like, to know that format was started as like a little experiment in an idea that has been, played telephone from this creator to this creator to this creator that was inspired by this creator that posted it over here, and
Hit
now this
mask.
person is making it. It's like, I can't be mad at that. Like,
And
I
then
can die
just
tomorrow.
low down my
This
opacity on my
style
mask.
will live on. So
Make it smaller.
the copycat / people being inspired, the copycats who are selling it.
Just dulling that
as a
white.
business, I'm not about that. But the people who are inspired by it, it's like that's something that anybody who creates art can't pay for. There's not an amount of money that you can pay PR services and agents to make your ideas shift culture. And some of these did that.
I mean, you just watch me do it. You literally just watched me do it. You use the clone stamp tool. I got tutorials in the Patreon too though, but I used to use the clone stamp tool. Yeah, it's the clone stamp tool. You select the subject right here. Don't just draw across it. It's gonna look crazy. You need to
You got this sick vintage Mercedes.
oh shit, I did the wrong thing. But you need to don't just draw across it. It's gonna look crazy. So select the sample size and then just like patch it, like just like do little dabs, do little dabs and little shit like that, and then you should be straight. But also make sure your settings are straight. Like have a lower opacity. On your clone stamp tool, have like a lower opacity. You should be straight.
Like you're a storyteller at the end of the day, whether it's behind or in front of the camera. So how does world building come into play with your content strategy? How can people utilize world building to stand out?
You know what I can't stand is when I watch podcasts and they're asked a question and being positioned as if something was intentionally done, and then they answer it as if they intentionally did it and is speaking as an expert of the thing that they did. As a podcast listener, all of us know, like, you fucking didn't do that shit. And so, for me to answer that question truthfully, I didn't have world building in mind when I started making my content. Whether it was the consistent yellow text that's on my videos, or the car mount shots, or majority of the time it'd be the opacity. You gotta blend it. Everything be coming down to blending, bro. Like a lot of stuff be coming down to opacity and blending. That's like the one little tip that like is so easy to know, but people still be messing up. It's coming down to opacity and blending. More than what was intentionally was it was intentionally worked out. So
There we go. I think this looks straight.
And
And then I'm gonna go Command J on this layer. Command J. I'm gonna drag this same layer all the way to the top, just like so, to where you can't see her. I'm gonna change the blend mode. You can change it to like different stuff, kind of see what you want to play around with, and see which one fits the best.
My grandpa had one, and that car was actually his.
Like if you want to go with that darker vibe, you can give it a darker vibe, blending it in. But usually what I would do is I usually go to multiply, and then I go down on the opacity of it, and then I go mask, and then I will draw a mask on top of that, make it bigger, and mask her out.
Baby, because my grandpa babied that thing, and you know, everything in my videos is just a true reflection of
Like that.
the life that I live and what's.
So now her edges and everything kind of blends into it. Our productivity timer just went off.
Some sort of expertise as to what I'm building.
Go through all of this right here, so you can't see through her.
Of what I show on.
But it helps blend her a lot more because it kind of plays with the human's eye, and you're like, oh my god, like she's the background.
I know what parts of my personal life, and I know what parts I'm not talking about, which then crafts like what I show on the internet. I think that's just like an extra layer of crap and noise that I have to think about, because whether, let's just say, I'm building the world.
Take it off, put it back on so you can see what you need to keep removing. I'm gonna go up my opacity a little bit.
What camera angle that I want to use to, you know, deliver my story best, or thinking about how I'm going to communicate this. So, yeah, I'm sorry, there was no like secret sauce or formula.
That layering be like low key a hack. I ain't gonna lie.
As far as what you leave out, I think a lot of people are searching for clarity. Like, what kind of content should I make? Who should I make content for? Like, how do I want to show up online? And getting clarity on like what it is you don't want to do and who you don't want to make content for, or what you don't want to say, is just as powerful.
I need to check in on my client for today.
On what it is you should do and say yes to. So I think that as without maybe answering the question how you might have thought, like I wanted it to be answered, I think there's a lot of value in, there is clarity in no.
Just checking in for our photo shoot today at 3 o'clock p.m.
People try to fit in.
Make sure to let me know when you're on the way, as well as your time ETA when you leave.
Internet and thinking it's like intentionally curated. I think there's a lot more things that you can intentionally like leave out. Not every hobby has to be your business. Not every hobby or interest needs to be included in your content. And not to say that you can't share that. But it's more noise. It's more friction. It's more friction that's getting in the way of you connecting with whoever may be watching. And the more things on that list that I have to think about when I make,
I'm about to do I forgot her name, but the girl from Wicked, Ariana Grande, Glinda, I think. Glinda from Wicked, I'm about to do a photo shoot on that.
This is gonna be in my video, this is gonna be in it, this is gonna be in it.
It's gonna be crazy.
Me and my, you know, unique look as to what I bring onto social media. It wasn't like that at all.
On the topic of what's
It's about to be crazy. I got a lot of VFX to do.
And what are you what you buy?
What's in the camera bag currently? I'm super camera agnostic. It's whatever works with me.
Yo.
At the time. I just recapped an event.
What's up, TikTok?
I've done so many events.
We live over on a tube, gang.
And
Do you upgrade or no? Or like, did you get the new one?
I did not get the new one yet.
Did you think it's worth it or no?
I don't think the camera is impressive enough to make me shell out over $1,000.
Back camera ain't worth it. The front camera is nicer, I noticed. The back camera is the same.
I think the camera on both sides have been good 2 iterations ago. I have to be completely honest.
I have a 15 still. I got the 17, but I didn't get the 16 because I was like, it's so funny. I used to stay home and like fake sick when the new iPhone announcements would happen.
There you go.
And I would be like the guy at school.
I can hit X and I can hit save.
Day,
But I'm gonna copy this one right here. I like this one. I'm gonna copy this so I could use it for one of the other backgrounds.
I was always getting the new phone, and now I've just.
I'll tell you what's new. It's just orange. That's about it.
I I think this
Yeah.
one.
It's so hard for them, I think, now
Edit in
to make
Photoshop.
upgrades and
Their stock price went down quite a bit. With
really.
It's just they're trying to wow us with how much better the camera is, when honestly, the new Samsung Galaxy
Had this
S20,
shit, right?
the Samsung Galaxy S23 had 100 megapixels already, right? The
Zoom it
S25,
out.
it now has 200 megapixels. So you're telling me the baseline that's
There we go.
higher than already what's on the iPhone is what you're trying to sell me on? There's no way. There's literally no way that like I'm supposed to be impressed with tech that I wouldn't say
Command
is
Shift
archaic.
X.
It's just not better than what's out there. So why would anybody feel the need to spend that much money to upgrade when if you're trying to sell me on a camera that's already not as good as its competitors?
What is the Samsung price? Is it the same or a little bit cheaper?
It depends on what size you get also.
I don't pay attention to Samsung. If I'm being honest. I need AirDrop, dude. I need to. I'm so in the Apple system, it's not even funny.
I just, because I'm not camera agnostic, whether it's a phone,
Yeah.
whether it's shooting on Sony,
What's up, y'all?
whether it's shooting on Canon, DJI, Blackmagic, I use the best tool for the job. So sometimes if I want to walk the streets of Tokyo and I don't want to carry my tripod because that's just like not the culture to be, you know, putting your tripod and your camera down, flipping it around and talking to your camera out there. It's very, people are very mindful, and that's not a mindful thing to do. So sticking with DJI Osmo onto a street lamp, and it has a magnetic back, wandering from that. Or if I want to be at an event recap, and the goal here is to not necessarily
I just pasted the same one I just made from the last one, y'all.
what the event looks like, but what does the event look like from my perspective? That I'm using Ray-Ban Metas. I'm using my phone. I want
Command J,
to use a
J,
tool
drag this
that's
up.
going to give me the least
Remove
amount
background.
of friction from trying to, the least amount of friction in telling the story that I want to communicate.
I'm gonna fix this up.
Wrap this whole thing up.
Mask,
I have Sony's. I have the
white.
FX3. I have 3 ZVE ones. I have one FX3. I have a Canon C80. I have the Blackmagic 6K. I have the Osmo. I have both versions of the Osmo, the Action and the Pocket. I have all the cameras I need to tell the right story with the right tool for the job. And to be honest, the FX3 just isn't worth it. I bought one recently, like a couple months ago, and because I shot on
Mix
this
it.
ZVE one for so long, and it's smaller, and I'm
50.
shooting short bits, like it's never overheated.
Blend that boy.
You're never gonna get that FX3 to fully match the image quality of this FX6
Okay.
ever.
Okay, hold on. It's actually hilarious that you bring it up because my new FX.
Go on to
is
this
coming
other layer.
tomorrow. I have a
Go to
ZV1.
the
We've compared
clone
the
stamp,
image quality
make it smaller,
of the
zoom in,
ZV1 and the FX3
hold option,
specifically for like
spot
podcast
heal.
and the FX3 compared to the ZV1 in our experience, the FX3 like blows it out of the water.
When
What are
you zoom it up.
What settings are you shooting on the ZVE one?
The same exact settings as the FX.
422,
I've-
10 bit.
I noticed it looks
What
a
codec?
little muddy.
It does look
the
muddy.
highest one. It looks like when you scale it up and you look at them both scaled up next to one another.
Who's doing that?
Well, we punch in on
Oh,
you. Like
true,
if we
true.
punch in on you, like
Yeah.
I think if you just flip them vertically and you look at them side by side and they're scaled to 100, like yeah, you're not gonna notice anything. But as soon as you start to punch in, I noticed that it looks a little off.
I think if I told you I filmed everything on an FX3 or a ZVE1, my videos, I think you guys would have believed that I was shooting it on an FX3.
Sure. It's just interesting that I don't know. I'm excited to get my FX3, but you're also like you don't think it's so funny. Like you don't think you're not the biggest fan of Sony.
It's not that I'm not the biggest fan, it's just I use Sony for convenience. It's not because I like the brand. It's not because I think they make, I do think they make amazing products, but I've owned Red, I've owned Art, I've owned Blackmagic. I've owned every new camera and different brands under the sun. I've shot on the Venice. I've shot on the Burano, on the Fuji. I've shot on, you know, IMAX. So, not IMAX film, but I've shot on, like, I guess the super big, like, sensor open gate. I just don't think the image quality is that great. It takes, I think it's good enough, which is why I use it. I'd say I use it 70% of the time, but it's just, it has the right buttons. Until a camera is, you know, until a camera brand is gonna innovate and truly like blow my mind and say, this is everything that I need in a small body, which in my opinion, Canon almost got there with the C50. There's a couple things that some people may not like about it, like the IBIS, but if you're shooting on a tripod, in my opinion, Canon colors out the box is way better than Sony. Have y'all used Canon?
Do you think way better?
Way better. Dynamic range.
I was a Canon guy for years. I had two C70s, I had a C200.
Yo, what's up,
I
Javon?
just hated the no 12,000.
Bro, I'm in crunch mode, bro. I got so many clients emailing me, DMing me, talking about their damn edits, bro.
There was one other thing it didn't have.
I'm literally in lock-in. It's my lock-in session right now.
I don't remember what it was. What's the
I got a client in 2 hours, too.
I don't remember, but my C80 has a 12,800 base ISO, and it's so clean.
I like the C70 a lot. The only I like the C70 a lot. One thing I hated about it was Super 35.
Command
The
J.
C80 full frame, right?
C80's full frame, internal NDs,
Turn these off.
three base ISO,
Image.
12,800.
Apply image.
Huge.
Triple base is big.
If you guys want the raw files to this, I put them in Patreon too, by the way.
C-Log 2,
Apply image.
S-Log 3.
25.
Any day.
Wait, but you also bought a new camera. Do you think this new camera is gonna be legit?
The Nikon ZR, 12
Filter.
R3D, absolutely. I've seen the image.
Filter.
I've
Real
had
footage.
a red weapon. You know, I've had the weapon. I
Harmonization.
didn't need the Komodo. It just wasn't that much.
General.
The Komodo, in my opinion, was worse than the Blackmagic Pocket 6K. That was full frame, and the Super 35 version. I could talk cameras for hours, man. Seriously, like
So wait, it's RF mount, so you'll get Canon lenses, correct? For the Nikon camera.
No, it's Nikon now.
Oh, it's the Nikon.
Yeah.
So you're a Nikon glass.
Nah, they have really, really thin adapters that you can mount your EF glass, not EF glass, your Sony FE glass.
And you think the autofocus will be lit?
It's Nikon. Nikon's really, really good.
Are you gonna be using that as like your daily driver, replace the ZV-E1?
This is hard.
I wouldn't even say any of these cameras are my daily driver. Really, just what is my daily driver for recapping events? It's my phone. It's my Ray-Ban Metas. It's a pocket cam. What's my daily driver if I'm filming longer videos where maybe I leave the camera running for 45 minutes? It'll be the FX3. If I'm going outside to, you know, and I'm traveling out the country, or even like shooting anywhere in LA, it's my ZV-E1. I don't need the FX3. It's just heavier, clunkier. I don't think the front-facing record button is that much more convenient. I can control it with, you know, the other cameras of my apps. So there is a camera that I use more often than not, which is the Sony, but my daily driver just depends on whatever the assignment, whatever the task is. So if the Nikon ZR fills a space of me creating my short form videos, and I have
Bro, I think one of my edits didn't save,
more
y'all.
latitude, you know, more dynamic range, I can get
Bro, I'll be
the
forgetting to
colors
fucking save it, bro.
of the Nikon ZR closer to what I like in my personal taste, then I'm using that. You can't tell me that the 3-inch.
Oh, man. All right.
No, that 4-inch looks phenomenal.
New layer. Hit OK.
It's incredible. It truly is game changing. People are upset that they have the micro HD port and not the full HD. I mean, with that monitor, it's just, what do you need it for? I don't think they're making that camera for the professional pick up the camera, run and gun, docu style. Like, no, you get the ZR and it's just like lower stakes to throw it on a drift car than putting your FX6 or your Komodo on there. And also, I think for solo creators who are looking for more, you know, you can play with your colors more, and you don't need a screen, and you want to travel minimally with, you know, the least amount of gear, and just use a flip screen, and you're filming in shorter bits. I think that's a camera for you. Now the files are huge.
That's what I was gonna ask you about the files. You're shooting 12-bit all the time.
I would be shooting 12-bit red raw, absolutely.
Wow.
I like the way the red image looks. I can turn the red image Ari's
gonna get bought.
Black Magic.
Ari's gonna get bought, I think.
Red. I think red and Black Magic are around the same space, but I think like the Black Magic is a really good pocket Ari. And then Canon, Fuji, and then Sony.
You're putting our guys in.
Damn.
Well,
Dude, I think S-Log 3 looks fucking fine.
that's the thing though. That's why I use it.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
Yeah.
But I don't love it. I mean, I look at my videos when I was filming with a Black Magic, and then when
Oh, I still got it. Oh my god, I didn't have to save it. Boy, I thought I lost it.
I don't
File, export,
sharpness.
quick export
It
PNG.
takes more, and I'm speaking from a professional colorist background. It takes more for me to get the Sony image to be at my level of taste and quality and acceptance. But none of that tells my story better, which is why I will rock with the Sony. But it's just, I don't know. I think the most exciting camera brand right now is DJI.
With the little pockets. Well,
Yeah, it's
Heroin
exciting
for fun.
how they're releasing their drones. Have you seen the new Mavic, the Mavic Pro, the 4?
Yes.
yeah.
Dude, it looks like you're flying a Sony. It's crazy.
But aren't they having
What's the deal with the?
trouble bringing them into the U.S. and stuff?
Oh, I smuggled mine in.
That's perfect.
I smuggled mine in through a Canadian friend. I call her my drug mule. I might get in trouble for doing this, but the day it came out, let's just not mention that I smuggled it in. So the day that drone came out, I hit up my Canadian friend and I said, I can't order this to my door. Can you buy this for me as a gift and then send it to me in the mail as a gift? And it showed up at my doorstep.
Because you can't, right? Like right now, I couldn't buy a DJI drone and get it shipped to me. Is that what's going on?
Oh, you do.
Dude, that's crazy.
The image quality that I've seen, like the footage, looks pretty amazing though.
Dude, it's amazing is actually a wild understatement. Just because
Basketball seating, so I'm not gonna be as active. Oh, it's okay, but I'm still gonna pop in and watch when I can. It's okay. I'm already knowing, girl. You better get somebody to take your pictures, though. I want to see some photos. You gotta send me some photos of you with a jumper, like you.
person control the camera.
Let me fuck. I'm gonna be in Texas in 2 weeks. Don't let me fuck around and you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna probably be in your side of Texas though, but it'll be tough to catch a shot of you. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck going on? Take a trip to come see one of Mia's games.
My own personal.
But that'd be hard.
I just do it for fun. There's so much.
Pull up
footage
on
that
a
I've
key.
captured, like,
Pull up
over
on
the
a
years and all
key.
the world travels
I think I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm probably gonna be. That's probably gonna be it.
one of the things
I was gonna do a squatting one,
decided to personally
but man, I don't think I feel like editing her like this.
Okay, I do want to take it back to.
I don't feel like I don't think I feel like editing this.
And the big
I don't think
takeaway
I.
from this conversation is
I don't think I feel like editing this, bro. Like,
possible.
cause then I gotta edit the floor. I gotta think about that too. Like the other one before, it wasn't as hard because I didn't have to edit the floor. But
Into your content
not saying it wasn't as hard. Like you know, like I'm not like that. You know, I'm like that. But
allow you to batch content at the level that you are.
y'all about to test me.
Stay consistent. So I'm seeing your story post, and you're posting that you're making 77 videos in one day, and I'm over here trying to make one video every single day. Probably not the right way to go about it. So I'm just curious about how you've been able to remove friction from your content creation workflow.
That, for example, is less about the friction, and I'm planning for efficiency. And the way I now write my content yields me more than just one video.
I know you told me.
Write one script,
I'm gonna be near Forsyth or Fortsworth.
I'm now
Forsyth or Fortsworth or something like that.
one video.
It's apparently it's like an hour from Dallas, but it's Fort not an hour, but Fort Worth or Forsyth, one of them places. I don't know which one it's called, but
I'd say now
it's Fort Worth or Forsyth. Fort Worth, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna be there.
it would be 33% writing.
I'm gonna be out there in
33%
Fort Worth shooting some shit up.
filming, 33% editing.
How far is Fort Worth from you? Hella hours?
I don't know what that 1% is. I don't know. Figuring it out. But now I'd say it's about
3 hours, yeah. Oh, it's in Dallas area.
60%.
Okay, bet.
66%. The pre.
That sounds like a rental car.
10% of it is like filming, and the rest is just editing and repurposing and fitting it into the different places in directions.
Alright, I'm hit
that
OK.
this content.
Hit Command
I know that's
J.
really big.
Hit C to
But-
crop. Drag it out to give myself a lot
For
more
example,
space.
I'm shooting. If
Hopefully
I
this
go
looks
to
right
shoot
when I do
a
this,
video
bro. Cause I'm about to try to
on, maybe let's just call it this filter.
do
Let's
the
just say
same
it's a
thing.
ND filter. There's so many great purposes that an ND filter gives you, more than just being able to shoot, you know, the shutter.
Two with your mom driving.
Right.
Alright, Command drag up.
Why is motion more important? It's cinematic.
You see, I'm gonna drag this down into here.
Stylistically, be not choppy, or maybe
Make it bigger.
So
Low key, I'm gonna try to get her to stand right here, but I don't know how it's gonna look. Drag up, remove background.
Instead of just making a singular video about one use case scenario of an ND filter. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think,
Only problem now is like
it's
the
interesting.
perspective or something.
Pre-production is oftentimes so overlooked, and I think that's a great point of if you can really plan out how you can utilize a film
Double click,
but
let me see.
also
I'm gonna
a style of
go
video
through
or
here.
a content piece, and how can
Command
I repurpose
T.
it and utilize it in multiple ways. It allows you to
Command
stay more
T.
consistent, which is why you're winning.
Yeah, you know, quantity
Transform
doesn't
selection,
necessarily win
right
unless
click.
there's quality involved.
Distort.
But if you can match the quality and quantity, and it doesn't affect, and the quantity of what you're putting out doesn't affect the quality at all, then you're going to win. You're gonna put more shots up of quality.
Bro, I gotta.
They go on and
You
on
should
about
like.
this.
I
think
gotta.
it's a
Let me
very
see.
specific, formulaic,
Command J.
and nuanced process.
Command
depending on
T.
the subject matter,
Right click.
as to
Distort
how
perspective.
one
There we go.
subject or one film day can yield
Double
me
click.
10 plus videos. Like,
Command J.
it's something that I can't even explain
Command T.
in a 90-second video as to how I do, which is
Flip
why I'm
horizontal.
actually doing a free workshop.
Flip vertical.
Free 99.
Free 99. Yeah.
Okay.
For the first time ever,
Flip horizontal.
I actually don't even think I announced this yet on any of my platforms by the time this comes out. Wow, 505 is getting the exclusive.
I love this.
That's actually crazy. Now I'm being dead ass like that. By the time this pod is out, I wouldn't have announced it to my audience yet. But I'm doing, you know, I'm actually in the middle of a build in public type. Let me work on something that's interactive with the audience, and I'm building this workshop, or I guess this webinar, this free workshop online, where you're going to be able to attend it like a class, just like a regular webinar, where I break down my system as to how I'm able to not just do a one-to-one shoot day and get one video out of it. It's how do we take your one idea and make multiple pieces of not just breakout content, it's not ancillary content, but brand new yielded content, net new content out of that one singular idea. And hopefully you guys could actually, I'll give you the link for your viewers to be able to sign up for the wait list and get the link. It's all gonna be done through email. I'm not gonna, this isn't like a for the public thing. I don't want it to be, I want to get the most people to watch this workshop. It's more like, hey, I'm posting this private little cohort. If this is really of interest to you, you're going to click through this series of links in your email if you really want to learn this. And this goes back to, I don't think viewers are created equal, because obviously I could do a live stream on YouTube and, you know, maybe get, I don't know, a few thousand people watching the live stream, you know, concurrently a few thousand, but overall I could say, yeah, there were 400,000 people in the live stream who were coming and going, but that means nothing to me. Like, if there's like a core of like 50 people who stay the entire time, who really, really wants to learn, those are the 50 people I want to talk to. So I'll send you guys a link.
I'm gonna tune in.
I'm excited.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to actually shamelessly plug this in the middle of the podcast.
No, I'm down.
It's just such a, I get asked this a lot, like, yo, how are you batch filming and still putting out videos of quality? Like, nobody, if you looked at my profile, I'm sure nobody can tell, like, a lot of this was batch shot. I'm rarely filming nowadays because I feel like I've gotten it so dialed. I used to film like 3-ish times a week. Now it's probably 1.5. And I'm yielding more videos out of it, and the quality is going down.
Deselect.
That's amazing. 1.5 days of shooting. How long does it take one full day to write? Or is it multiple days to write?
Yes. So I spend a lot of the time writing. So that goes back to me saying it's like 60 to 66% of my workflow now. That pre-production time, and it does sound intimidating, right? But goes back to point number 1 on this list of 5 things that I only said like 2 or 3 things on. I use natural language to ask AI, how can I organize all these thoughts? And once I found out, oh, this is the best way I can formulate, or I can make like a formulaic process, and it isn't done through AI, right? I had AI.
What I did was I flipped her around with Command J, and then I went cancel. I went Command T, and then I right click, I flipped vertical, and then I right clicked again, then I warped it, and I made it fit to the bottom of her feet. So before the warp, I moved it, flip vertical, matched it at her feet, right click, warp, and then just matched it, right click, warp. Well, it's not warping, man.
I've added my touch to it, and now I'm gonna share it for the world to get for free. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Command T.
As someone who's been able to
there we go.
Content,
So now right click, warp.
The quality is extremely high.
Where the fuck not warping, man?
Awesome award.
All right, now you match it to the feet,
and I'd love to talk about
just like that.
How that came about.
And after you can match this to her knee and her foot,
I believe it's called an Instagram featured create.
You right click, screen.
Okay, Instagram rings.
Oh, I mean overlay. So now it's overlay. You go to filter, you go to blur,
you're that guy.
Double click.
And so I'd love to hear about how that came about and what it means.
Filter,
how that came
blur.
About, it was these judges, and these
Gaussian
judges
blur.
were, I don't know how it was presented to these judges, but it's
just
people
like that.
I look
and
up
then
to.
okay.
Everybody from Spike Lee to Mark Jacobs, Adam Mosseri, Pat McGrath, Cause. I
go Command J.
Those Cause dolls, like the legit ones.
Command
right?
G, Command J, Command E.
For a long time.
Merge that to the top layer.
I don't know how Meta
multiply.
The creators to them, and maybe they're
go
like,
down.
Hey, these are a handful of creators, pick the ones that you like, and somehow my content was it landed on their laps, and they said, yeah,
to make it appear
deserving of this acknowledgement. I would assume that's how it went, but that's just really cool. It's cool to be acknowledged in something that isn't a popularity contest, because so many things that are out there where people are acknowledged, it really is a popularity contest. How many views and followers do they have? And it's not about creativity, because you know, creativity once again is a subjective thing, and you can't quantify what you brought to the creative world as much as how many followers and views does this creator have, and so many people are recognized on that objective aspect.
There you go.
So to be recognized in a subjective way,
what's up, Pusher?
It means a lot.
We live on the tube skis.
I got a phone call one day
doing a VFX edit,
and I was surprised by it, and I was like, yo, this really me? I never win things just because while I do have a big platform, there's so many more accounts out there that I know that implement the things that I've brought onto the internet that have bigger platforms. So it's like, why don't you, they're highlighting the people that I've inspired as, people that are noteworthy. So I'm so used to that, and like, so I don't really, I never really see these things coming. Something that I've been told a lot is like, I'm a creator's creator, and I feel like a behind the scenes type of guy on the internet. So for the behind the scenes idea guy to be highlighted, it's unreal. It's unreal to be recognized by the platform that single-handedly changed my life.
Do you feel pressure now, or is it more so validating that you're doing the right stuff and what you're doing is working?
I don't feel pressure. I'm honored, I'm flattered. I don't think I've ever felt pressured by making anything, like any content. I don't think the level of content or quality that I put out will ever feel pressure because of the things that I've been acknowledged by, or people who've seen my work. If people like it, cool. If people don't like it, also cool. So yeah, it's validating for sure. And that's really it. Like, I think it's just super flattering.
What else are they going to do with it? They're allowing you guys to do something else.
Yeah, so I have a gold ring around my profile picture.
Type shit.
Yeah,
Dude, it's like you made it to the Delta Club. You get the red boarding pass now.
You get bored before everybody else.
What's crazy is that, like,
You gotta earn the status though for a year. You only get
it's everybody wanted the blue check on Instagram, and it used to be, I guess, an exclusive thing, and now you can just pay for it, right? And so it's not, I guess this is like the new version of that. Like,
But you can't buy it.
no,
Can't buy the gold.
They have to.
Fuck, no, you can't buy
I
it.
mean,
Can't buy the gold.
My profile is my profile has its own background color. Like, I could change that to whatever I want, and I have my own like button. So if you click like on my profile, you'll see what I designed and I worked on the Instagram team with. That is mine for, well, I guess it's Instagram's, but that's something that's unique to the profile.
Can you keep that? The like button will not change, or is it just for a year you get to have the background and all that stuff? Do you know?
I was told it's a year, but I don't know. I hope it's forever. That'd be really cool.
Maybe the
For
product
the
person
OG,
forgets.
yeah. I would also talk to Adam and I'd say, look, man, the fancy stuff is cool, but just boost my fucking page a little bit more,
Dude, push
Hey,
my
we're a new
stuff.
photographer
Yeah,
just starting from
like,
South
I'm
Africa.
down
Do you
to
sell
reach
presets? Yes. Join the Discord and the
50%
Patreon.
of my
But
audience
no.
every
Yeah, I do sell
You
presets,
know?
but
Do you feel
it's,
like that's Instagram
join the YouTube. Come to YouTube. If you go to YouTube, I can send you the
I'm not, listen,
link to the
I'm
presets.
not
Just
the
go
guy.
over to the
I'm not
YouTube
the guy.
channel.
I'm saying it'd be a funny conversation. Like, dude, I need you to reach. I need every single person that
50%.
follows me.
50%.
Yeah. Like, now that I'm, I got the rings, I get to reach more people.
Yo, do you think it's possible for me to reach more followers? For me, for example, I don't think I'd ever say anything like that. I know a lot of people feel discouraged by that, though. Your boss is your audience, and if you're not serving to that, then it could hurt your feelings. But because I'm not creating for the sole purpose of maximizing reach, like, I'm not maximizing reach per video, then it doesn't hurt my feelings, right?
What would you tell someone who is maybe blaming the algorithm a little bit more than they should for why they're not seeing success? You see a lot of people who are like, fucking shadow banned, or fuck Instagram's algorithm, it's like the reason why people aren't seeing my stuff. Is there any validity to that, or are they just not making good enough content to stand out and to be seen?
So I have two answers to that.
Okay.
One, it goes back to what your goal is, right? What are you creating for? Like, is it for yourself, for your audience? Is it both? Is it for maximum views and reach and follower growth? Then there's a different answer for that. But if the answer is, I just like sharing my little art and I feel proud of it, regardless if to me this feels like a flop, or it goes viral, or it does well, or it doesn't, then that shouldn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And I think that's why I feel so detached from whether my views get the vanity metrics or the follows per post. Like I really don't feel affected by it, because I'm creating this not just for myself, but for the people who actually gives it their time. I'm so proud of that. You know, on average, let's just arbitrary numbers here. If on average my videos get 100,000 views and I don't know 100 comments, right, of people who truly enjoy it, but if at any point the average viewership goes to 5,000 and then only 300 people watched it till the end, fuck yeah, you go 300 people. I love that for us. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, I am creating this thing that, one, I like, and the fact that other people like it, whether it's 300, 3, or 3 million, damn, that's a good feeling. You know, you go around and, you're shopping in Erewhon and one person walks up to you. That feels good that they remembered your work. And that's just one person. Now imagine 2 other people do that later in the day. Damn, that feels really good, right? So I don't really look at it as a loss of viewership. I feel really proud and appreciated by the people that do get to see it. So because I am looking at it through, I guess it would be considered an abundance mindset, I don't feel discouraged. And for the people who solely want views and the vanity metrics and whatnot, who feel discouraged by the algorithm and they're blaming social media, then go follow the gurus. Go follow here's your top 10 viral hooks. Try using that. Like, the platform pushes what people want to see. And what those people want to see on their Explore page or their Reels page or their following page is solely based off of what that person's interest is. So you can't blame the algorithm for my page being curated. And let me rewind. Because I have curated what I want to see on my Explore page, which is cars, dogs, golf, and if your content doesn't fit within what I want to see, that's not Instagram's fault. I love that Instagram curates exactly what they think I want to see, because that was based off of my Explore page. A funny thing is, it's like, have you ever seen those videos of like the guy is like scrolling next to their girlfriend and like some like crazy provocative thing shows up and he's like, oh, I don't know why this popped up. Yes, you know why that popped up. That is your interest. So you can't blame the platform for feeding what the audience's interest is, truly. And if you want to fit into that, then be self-aware enough to understand that you have to play their social media game, and maybe you have to follow those hacks. Maybe you have to reevaluate how you deliver your first 3 seconds or your first 7 seconds. Your retention, your different levels of retention in storytelling, how to get somebody or a viewer to watch to the end of the video. Maybe you do have to follow those. And if you solely think it's because
I joined the Discord. How I go? I said join YouTube, fam. Go to YouTube.
You gotta put your ego aside.
Cause I'm live on YouTube right now. I just sent the link in the chat.
And you don't want to follow the roadmap to achieve those goals in this era.
Taxi PNG on YouTube. The
The
link is in the live chat. I'm live right now.
I don't care if it gets views or not, and I just like expressing myself. And hell yeah, to the 5 people who do love it, then there's no reason why you should be complaining about the album.
Yeah. Man, you've probably taken an ego hit just listening to him talk about getting recognized in Erewhon, huh? That's Braden's dream.
If I got recognized 3 times, I feel like I show speed, dude. I might do a backflip on the spot. Don't even know how to backflip. You might see me just send one. Be like, here, hold my beer real quick. Be like, no, you don't have to do that. I'm like, no, I gotta show you that I can do a backflip.
Yeah, Braden's dream is to just be going to get that yerb and breakfast burrito at Erewhon, and someone's like, dude.
It happened this morning.
Rating?
Jack took a photo of it. I could barely walk into the damn store. It's getting just out of hand. Hit 25K on YouTube, barely could walk in. I was like, no cameras, no cameras.
Really?
But you just trying to get the Europe. Just trying to.
Sir, you need to pay for that.
Sir, you can't walk out with that.
You see, like.
Did you join?
one
I just dropped the
person
link in there. You
actually
joined?
Feels really good. Like one person hitting like.
Bro, it feels crazy. When I was actually at Jack's birthday, and I met a rock at dinner, and I was like, that was the coolest experience ever. And Jack was like, what the fuck just happened?
$500.
Did it happen? You guys all were like, what just happened? I was like, he said, he actually didn't say they listened to the pod. He just said, are you being
Oh,
freaky?
you're just assuming now?
Well, I mean,
I'm kidding.
I don't know what the hell else it would be. He's like, you been hitting home runs in the baseball field? No, he was nice, bro. It was crazy. I was actually taken aback because I was like, we're mid-app, and he goes, yo, you be fake? And I was like, yeah, really nice to meet you. I was like, what the fuck just happened? That was crazy. It was really, but it made my night. And he did not say that he watched my stuff at all. Just introduced himself, super nice guy, and I was like, damn, that was really cool.
See, if people were to look at it through that lens, their perspective as to how they view their work, you know, it would change completely. It would change overnight. Like, one person taking the time out to, whether it's watch 10 seconds of their video or 45 seconds or leaving a nice comment. People look at their videos like, oh, it's a flopper, it did all right, I had 3 comments. It's like, what happened to 3 people who took their time out?
Bro, if you met him in person, you're so right, you'd freak out. If 3 people were like, if 3 people today were like, hey, I really love your podcast, I would call my mom and say, this is you'll never believe this.
Mom, I know we haven't talked in a while.
Mom, I know I told you about an hour ago, but I have to tell you about this insane experience.
You guys have more followers, and you guys have more subscribers now that can fit. You guys have more subscribers now than can fit into the Kia Forum.
It's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
It's insane.
Yeah.
And then you try to compare yourselves. Oh, we need to get to 100,000. We need to get to 50,000. Like, dude, 25,000. That's crazy.
Bro, I wrote that newsletter at 1 a.m. last night because I was so fired up when we hit it. I kept refreshing, and it was stuck at $24.99 for like probably.
And then it dropped to 9.8.
Oh, did it actually?
Twice, bro.
No, it didn't. No,
it was
really.
at 9.9.
I posted a story.
Who's fucking with us
I
right now?
posted a story and I was like, help the boys out, and maybe someone thought it was funny, but then it just shot past. I got it right on the dot too, right at 25,000. I hit
That's
it.
sick.
I was watching Ozark. Just I was like, can you watch the fucking show? And I'm like, I'm trying to watch.
Hey, this is a big moment.
Marty Bird right now, but like I gotta hit this because it was gonna bother me if it said 25001. I really wanted the number, you know. But it was a really exciting moment. It's crazy though. You're so right. I was thinking about Staples Center because where I used to work, I think it was 19,600 something, and I was like, the fact that we now have a bigger community than Staples Center is like mind blowing. Cause you're down there and you look up and it just feels like a sea of people that goes on forever. It's crazy.
Yeah, and you know, the frustration comes from people's creative egos feeling like it. You know, it's not fulfilled, right? Oh, my video only did 3,000 views. Shut the fuck up. What? Out of those 3,000 people, maybe a handful of them stayed to watch to the very end. Maybe a few of those people told their friend about an awesome video that they saw that day. We're so blinded by the comparison shit, you know, by people we look up to. It's like, start appreciating those wins. And people say, oh, appreciate the little things, the little wins. Like, those aren't even little wins.
They're huge
Like,
wins.
the fact that you can share an idea, a thought, your passion, whatever it may be, on the internet, and for somebody that you may not know enjoy that, that's fucking huge.
I want to talk about 2026, the future, where you're going. You talked about how you're going to start doing a new series, correct?
A few of them, actually.
Okay. And, you know, on the topic of, like, finding a style, and then also, what's up, Racy?
Bryce finally woke
Stretching
up.
it out. I
Hey,
know.
bud.
On the topic of, you know, continuing to keep things fresh and trying new things, what is your strategy looking like, and what type of, like, new formats are you planning on breaking out? Because you're going to start featuring other creators on your page, is that correct?
I don't want to say featuring them, but it's going to be a collaborative thing. It's
Okay.
going to be bringing other people on to execute a series of shows. Like, one of them is the Creator Confidence series, which is getting creators who I think have built. Oh, big stretch. You can't look at a dog who does a stretch, a big stretch, and not be like, oh, big stretch.
Dude, it's so funny. Sometimes I'll do like downward dog before a run or to stretch out, and Nella would go into downward dog if she sees me do it.
Yeah, dude,
really
it's so
fun.
cute. Do you tell her big stretch?
Oh yeah.
Big stretch.
When did that start?
I don't know.
I feel like you can't let a dog stretch without acknowledging that they let out a big stretch.
Goose can literally do downward dog on command. Do yoga and he will sit in downward dog. It's crazy as shit. Chloe hasn't trained. It's I'm not even kidding. It's fucking insane. It'll be like downward dog and he just pops into it and he'll just hold. Like, it's insane.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love dogs so much.
So you're collaborating with other creators.
Yeah, so that's part of a series, and yeah, by the time this is out, it's not out yet. By the time this pod comes out, but yeah, it's something that I've been working on. It's something that I've been working on, just doing more packaged episodic shows. You know, the series follow this for every day or every week. That's been done. Like I got to experience that the once a week thing of like a certain style. Like, it's just, how do I continue to challenge myself? And I want to treat my channel like a media channel, I guess. Like, how does a solo creator approach packaging the things that, I guess, these singular ideas and breaking them out into, I guess, something that a streaming platform, like if a streaming platform made a just for short form series, what would that look for? What would that look like? I think BK Coffee Shop does a great job. Subway Takes does a great job. That's a collaborative thing. And it's not really featuring, you know, it's like, you don't just get Austin Butler to be featured on anything. It feels like a collaboration between the two of the people on there. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for in 26, and like full-blown 100% effort as to if a streaming platform had a verticals section, how would they take it in? Like, what kind of branding needs to be involved for this to be a polished product? And that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm aiming for. There's so many different ideas that I have, and I don't want to spoil it yet. Just know they're really, really cool concepts, and they involve more than just me. And I don't know if they will all be on my page or if it will be separate pages, but I think a series of shows that are hosted by me or produced by me that has their own free pages to watch on these short form platforms, that's what I'm working on.
Oh, so you're considering potentially even starting like other Instagram channels to...
Oh, I already have.
Okay.
They're just, I just haven't brought them to life yet.
That's exciting. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
I have the branding, I have some shows, I have some episodes filmed. We're in post-production for a lot of them right now. Oh, what a sleepy girl. Oh.